Chris, what can we say? Brilliant today.
I have to sum it up and just say that was a fitting performance in this week of all weeks of Arsene Wenger's 20th year anniversary at the club, that we put on a performance like that, especially in the first half. Some of the stuff, I think the first half was perfect. I would like anyone to tell me a better performance in the Premier League this season or last season. I mean, the passing and movement for some of, all of our goals were sublime in their own right. I know we relied on Cahill making a mistake for the first goal, but I mean the second goal,
forced
and
into
goal,
a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's just you can't say a man of the match today because the whole team played excellently, and it shows you how lucky this really does sum up Arsene's last 20 years as Arsenal manager. I know it hasn't all been plain sailing, but this is his ideal performance, and it's but let's talk about Arsene Wenger a bit later. I just want to say firstly, I think this really was a litmus test for us in terms of our title aspirations, because I feel like no one's really speaking about us this season, which is fine. I'm more than happy to go on.
Nobody's really been talking about Arsenal seriously. It's either they will talk about Man United, they talk about Man City, they've been talking about Chelsea. No one's really said anything about Arsenal. Excellent victory against Watford away from home, where United came a cropper. The excellent victory away from home at Hull, who beat Leicester, right? And then today, absolutely tearing apart Chelsea. It's a team on the rise by the look of it.
No one's been speaking about Arsenal apart from deluded people like me and maybe Ty. No, I'm not deluded. I'm just optimistic. Maybe too optimistic, but optimistic. I'm not deluded. Everything I say is backed up by facts. It might be my opinion, but I back it up. And, I said to you at the start of the season we were finishing the top two, and I maintain that. And I say that because I feel we've got the best squad in depth in the Premier League. We've got two players for every position. They're not flimsy players. They're established, mature players. We're not on Project Youth anymore. Whether we've got the best starting 11 is, debatable. But, as you said with our previous results, we were going under the radar slightly. We did have a tough start, but today is a massive boost for the players, the club and the fans. And, even the Wenger out brigade seem to be coming on board now. But, I just think Chelsea forgot the keys to their bus today. I mean, we have to put it into context, and they were poor, but we still beat a very good team that have won leagues previously in Champions League. We haven't scored against them for 6 games. I think there's a lot of frustration that came out today. We've lost 7 out of the last 9 matches against them, so it was really good to put that to bed today. It was very reminiscent of the Man United match at home last season when we won 3-0, but I have to compliment you, by the way, because I heard your rap on TalkSport during the week, and I have to say you are a genius. You are a lyrical genius. You are wasted on this platform.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, but on a more serious note, I also like the video that you did for Arsene Wenger, because I know you only have 8 or 10 minutes to sum it up, but I thought you did it very well. It was very balanced. It wasn't too biased or whatever, and it should be. Look, I hope that I speak on behalf of all Arsenal fans, whatever their opinion on the Arsenal managers, say congratulations and thank you for the last 20 years of service to Arsenal Football Club, regardless of your view on how successful that's been or what he should have done more or whatever. It's 20 years of service to Arsenal Football Club, and but it's more than that. I mean, that's completely underplaying it. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that he is Arsenal's greatest ever manager and one of the greatest managers in the history of the English game. And that's, again, it's not my opinion, it's backed up by facts. He's won 58% of his games over a 1,100 game period. That's 10% better than any other Arsenal manager. He could lose the next 150 games and you still have the best win percentage. His percentage matches up to Ferguson's, which was 59% over 1,500 games. He's always finished first, second, third or fourth. I know people sort of make a joke of that, but it's true. We're not traditionally. We're before the 100 years before Arsene Wenger. Our average finishing position was 8th. Under Arsene, it's 2.6. But it's more than just stats and all of that. That's boring. He's brought us incredible moments throughout these 20 years. He's the man that brought us the Invincibles. He brought us Thierry Henry. And, it's not just the football. Him as a person, he's remained faithful, firstly to the club during, things like the stadium move and everything, but he's also remained faithful to his principles and ideals, like, for example, playing beautiful, attacking football no matter, what team he's managing. He's built, the thing I admire most about Ferguson, obviously dislike a lot of the stuff he does, but the thing I admire about Ferguson is he built 5 or 6 different teams through different eras, different football, and they were all successful, and Arsene has done the same. he is the modern day Herbert Chapman. He's a revolutionary, and he deserves a beautiful ending, and hopefully we can have that this season.
The problem we have in a whole heap of games is we're always getting these chances and we're not taking them. Today we got the chances and took them.